Hey guys, I was in the courtroom today for CEO murder suspect Luigi Mangione's extradition hearing in Pennsylvania, and I just wanted to share some of my notes. He was in the courtroom for about an hour and a half. It started at 8:30 this morning, and he entered in an orange jumpsuit. He looked like he just got a haircut, was clean shaven, and he was very expressive. He made some jokes with his defense attorney, Tom Dickey, and he also was very attentive. Now, when the judge was reading the extradition and asked him his rights, he simply responded with a clear and coherent yes, if he understood his rights and if he understood the extradition to New York for the charge of murder. Now, it was also interesting to see so many law enforcement in the courtroom. There were more than 20 or so. The majority were NYPD, and he was immediately placed into NYPD custody as soon as the extradition hearing was over. There were also some supporters that were there. I got a chance to speak to them. They expressed anger, frustration. One of them told me, where is it? One of them told me that the assassination of Brian Thompson, a father and of two and a husband, that it was inevitable. And so I also spoke to some protesters outside that had a sign that said "deny, delay," the same thing that was on the bullet casings. And they essentially told me that the murder was justified. It was very shocking to hear their comments. I also, I'm trying to think if there was anything else that I wanted to share. His defense lawyer did share that he expected a smooth transition, and he thought that it was in the best interest of Mangione that he be transferred to New York, where now he faces state and federal charges. So he was taken by air to New York. He already landed, and he'll be facing those federal charges. Possibly, he has the possibility of the death penalty now, because in New York, where he faces those 11 counts, including first-degree murder with the furtherance of terrorism, there's no death penalty. The death penalty was abolished in New York, so he won't be facing that. But he could on those federal charges, those 4 federal charges. And so it was very interesting. It was a different Luigi Mangione than we first saw when he entered the courtroom for the first time, when he shouted about injustice and struggle with the police officers. Today he was calm. He was responsive. And so, it was very, very different, very interesting to be in the courtroom. It was somewhat tense, and he's in New York and is facing justice there, and he will have his day in court. Caleb Park from Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania.